This video is brought to you by the award-winning prop firm, Forex.
What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now, you're probably thinking, how the did Cam grow his hair so quickly? But I'm not Cam, I'm Cas. I've been on the show multiple times and I've been interviewed recently by Cam here on Trading Now. Now, after the interview, I received a lot of questions about how I actually became a full-time profitable professional trader. So I was like, why not just make a big video and give people a step-by-step plan to make them a full-time trader? So that's exactly what this video is about. Now I quickly want to talk about a Discord community I created, free of course, a place where people can ask questions to me and connect with other serious traders. Let's dive into today's lessons.
Hey folks, great news. My sponsor Forex are running their mega Christmas offer again until December 25th, 2022. You get 2 trading challenge accounts for the price of 1. Simply use promo code Xmas-2 for 1 at checkout, and to get started, simply click the link in the description.
Alright, so today's session is all about how to become a professional trader, and I will give you, in my opinion, the ultimate guide. So a step-by-step plan on how you can become a professional trader. Now, you will notice that in this session, there won't be any charts. And that's because most people focus too much on charts, but it's often what goes on behind the scenes that makes the difference. So it will be slides, it will be me explaining statistics, all these type of things. It will be a bit of a longer session, so I do recommend that you take notes so that at the end of the video, you have clear action steps of what you should be doing to become a professional trader. Let's get started. First, I'm going to talk a bit about me. Going to keep it short, but you need to know where I come from, what I do, etc. Now, why this video? How to win in trading, how to develop a trading edge, how to develop the right trading mindset, how to trade for a living, and a bit about my story, and then action steps and a Discord community at the end. So about me, I'm Cas. I'm from the Netherlands. As I said earlier, you've seen me on the show before, probably. I'm 25 years old. I've been trading since 2016, so at the time of making this video, that's around 6 years of experience. I'm a professional FX trader. Why professional? It's because I not only manage my own money, but I also trade for a hedge fund. I trade for a proprietary trading firm, and I also manage money for investors. So really the professional side of trading. I'm also the owner of CDFX Trading, a company where I mentor traders one-on-one to get them from losing traders to consistently profitable trader. That's it about me. I don't want to dive any deeper in it because you guys probably know my story already. And if not, ask me questions below the video. Why this video? Why did I make this video? Recently, I've been interviewed by Cam on this channel, and I've gotten a lot of questions after the interview from people that were inspired, like, okay, how did you manage to do this? What did you do different than other people, etc., etc. Basically, a lot of questions. So I was thinking like, okay, I can just make a big video, post it on this channel, so everyone knows exactly what they should be doing to also trade for a living and do this professionally. So that's why I was like, okay, let's do this video. It's basically a follow-up on the recent interview. Now, the goal of this video is simple. I'm going to give you the exact path to trading for a living. So what you should be doing to get to that point. Before you can trade for a living, you need to know how to win in these markets. It's no secret that most people lose money with trading. So how to actually win, how to be part of that small group that actually makes money with trading. Basically, you need 2 things to make money. And I've said this before, but the first thing that you need is a method that gives you some kind of an edge. And the second thing you need is the ability to execute the method without making mistakes. If you can do these 2 things, you can make money in the markets, you can win, and you're better than most people with trading. Now, that brings me to this point. If you're losing right now, it's because you lack your skill in one of these areas. Which one is it for you? Be honest with yourself and really think about this. Like, Are you the one making mistakes? Are you not following your plan? Are you having FOMO? Are you making mistakes in risk management? Or do you trade a strategy that doesn't provide you with any kind of edge? Have you even tested your strategy? Do you know if it has worked in the past, or did you learn it from someone that tells you makes a lot of money with it, but doesn't provide any track record? So you can't really trust that guy. So that's what I want to really, really drive home. I know that most people trade a trading method that doesn't provide an edge. And when they do, let's say they find a method that does provide them with an edge, they find all kinds of ways to fuck it up, basically. So think about this for yourself. An edge means that if you take the exact same setup over time, you have more money than when you started with. So if, let's say, you take the same trade 100 times, you should have more money than when you started with trading. If that's the case, you probably have some kind of edge. So that's what you want to research. Personally, for my trading, everything I do, I tested back over 10 years. So the exact trading setup I take, I tested it in all the pairs that I trade over the past 10 years to see, did it provide me with returns? Does it give me an edge? Yes or no? In my case, it is, but probably most of you watching haven't done that. They haven't done the back testing. They didn't take a look at the statistics to see, does this even perform? Has this even worked in the past? So that's definitely something to work on. And the next point, like the ability to execute the method without making mistakes. This is where self-analysis comes in. And I will dive a bit deeper into that later in developing the mindset. But what you want to be doing right now is keep track of all the mistakes that you make. If you're entering too early, write it down that you entered too early. If you have FOMO and you're chasing, write it down, because then after a month, you can see exactly which mistakes you're making. And then you can ask yourself, okay, why am I making these mistakes? Why am I hesitant when I need to pull the trigger? Why am I having FOMO? And then you can really sit with yourself and fix those issues. Because like I said, you need two things: a method with edge and the ability to execute it. And if you lack in one of these areas, you can't make money. So it's either you or the strategy, and figuring out where you need to work on, where the problems lie. That's like really, really key in trading. In terms of the trading method, people always tell you this, but the method has to fit with you. You need to understand why, how, and when it works. And that's like really, really key, because most people, especially nowadays, they learn smart money trading because it seems like the holy grail. And from my experience, I know that smart money trading doesn't fit with the majority of people because it's a very subjective approach to the markets. And I know that most people need more certainty, more systematic way of trading to make money. But people never take a look at that. Like, does it fit with me? Yes or no? I traded a discretionary method in the beginning of my trading career for 2 years until I figured out that it doesn't fit with me. So really take the time, look at your current trading method and really ask yourself, does it fit with me? Do I understand why it works, how it works, and when it works? Really, really key. So we now spoke about how to win the game. But it's also really important to develop the right mindset in order to win the game. Now, how do you do that? A probability mindset is really, really key in trading. It's a game of probabilities. Trading is gambling, and I don't care what people tell me, trading is gambling. If you search on Google for what gambling is, the definition of gambling, it will tell you something like this: betting on a game of chance, hoping for a positive outcome in terms of money. That's what you're doing with trading. That's what you're doing with gambling, horse betting, whatever it is. My opinion is all the same thing. There's uncertainty there. You're playing a game of chance with the hope to financially benefit from it. And that's trading as well. So in order to win with trading, you need to develop a probability mindset. And that means that you can never win every day. You can never win every week. You can never win every month. Every professional has losing weeks, losing months, losing days, sometimes even losing years. It's all part of the game. But they do know that if they keep betting on their edge, the probabilities are in their favor. And in the long run, the probabilities will play out because numbers don't lie. So if I'm going to show you an example about letting the probabilities play out, and this will probably really be an eye-opener for most of you guys. All right, so this website is called Equity Curve Simulator. And what it does is, based on statistics, it will show you the equity curves that you can get if you trade a certain strategy. Let's say your win rate is 50% and you have a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. And we are going to take 100 trades and risk 1% a trade. As you can see, in the long run, these are 100 possible outcomes. In the long run, this makes money. The black line is the average of all the lines. So as you can see, it's a profitable strategy. But if we zoom in on this particular area, you can see that some curves are still in a drawdown after 30 trades, and only at the mark of 40 trades all go into profits. And especially the first 10 trades, look at how many curves are still in drawdown. That's why you need a probability mindset, because even though this strategy makes money in the long run, in the short term, 10, 20, 30 trades, you can be in a drawdown. And if you don't have a probability mindset, you will just find ways to fuck it up during that period. I've said this before, but you should be able to stick to your plan when shit hits the fan. So even though that you have a profitable strategy, these periods of drawdown of 10, 20 trades, sometimes even more, happen. It's normal in trading. And this is something you have to accept. This is part of trading. And if you can't accept this, then like you will never have the right mindset. And this is with a 50% strike rate. Let's say that you have a 30% strike rate with a 3-to-1 and you start the simulation. You can see that overall it's a profitable strategy, but look at the amount of curves that are still in drawdown after 100 trades. A lot. So again, a profitable strategy, but you need to let the numbers play out. You need to have a long-term probability mindset, because if I increase the number of trades from 100 to 300, you can see that way more of those lines are in profits. Still, some are below the break-even ratio, but it's not many. Most are in profits, and that's what I mean by letting the probabilities play out. Keep betting on your edge. In the long term, it will make money. If I improve this to 500, you still have a few there, but look, it goes up more and more and more. And also, depending on the strength of your edge, this will be less. So if your win rate is higher and if your edge is a bit stronger, if you make this 40, look, they're all in profits. But if you go back to, instead of 500 to 50 trades, you can see that some are still at break even or in drawdown. So again, I'm really trying to put this point home for you guys. Develop a probability mindset. It's all about taking setups with edge and not making mistakes in the meantime. So what I do is I see a setup with edge, I put my order in and I close my platform and I wait for the next setup with edge. And sometimes I have to wait a week. I don't care. Sometimes I have to wait 2 weeks. I don't care. It's only about taking setups where you have an edge. And in the meantime, you wait, you improve your trading, whatever it is. And I know that in the short term, I can lose money, but I also know from my testing, from my experience, that in the long run, I make money. So these periods are all part of trading and you have to accept. Another thing to really, really drive this point home is losing streak odds and probabilities. On the screen, you can see an Excel sheet that basically tells you the probabilities of X consecutive losing trades within 100 trade sequence. On the left here, you can see the win rate. Now, I know that most people will probably, in terms of win rate, be in this area, 40, 45%. If we take a look at 6 trades, you can see there's almost 100% chance that you're going to lose 6 trades in a row within your next 100 trades. Almost 100% chance. If you take a look at, if you have a 40% win rate, 93% chance to lose 7 trades in a row. And this is normal. Let me really tell you, this is normal, guys. This will happen to any single trader. This happens to professionals, to retail traders, whatever it is. Why? Because this is numbers, this is data, this is statistics. It doesn't lie. If you have a 40% win rate, you can bet your ass that this is going to happen. And you should be able to stick to your plan even after losing 7 times in a row. This year, I have had the worst drawdown of my entire trading career. Everything I did turned to shit, basically. If I bought, it was the exact high. If I sold, it was the exact low. Over and over and over again. Losing 5, 6, 7 times in a row. And I have a win rate in this area. And it still happened to me. As you can see, even the probabilities are quite low. It still happened to me. And that's something you need to prepare for. And that's why, again, this probability mindset is really important. The reason I can stick to my plan during that period is because I know in the back of my head that this strategy that I'm trading works in the long run, but in the short term, so if this is the curve, in the short term, it can have these bad periods. I know in the long run I make money, but in the short term, these things are part of trading. And knowing that what I'm doing works in the long run, knowing that these probabilities can play out, gives me confidence to stick to my plan. And that really brings me to the point of confidence, because you need so much confidence when you're a trader. It's insane. And you better be too confident than too little confident. Why? Because who on earth can stick to a plan that loses money, and then the day after loses money, and then loses money, and then loses money, and you still do the same thing after losing money over and over again? You need the right mindset for it. You need a lot of confidence for it. And I think that most psychological issues come from a lack of confidence. And that's why most people lose in terms of psychology. Imagine like this. Let's say you have to go on stage. You have to give a presentation to 100 men in a room. And you don't prepare, you just show up. Of course, you will feel anxious and you will feel stressed out and it won't go very well. But if you prepare for the presentation, you walk up on stage, you feel confident, you know what to say, you know what to do. Same with trading. If you don't prepare on the back end, so if you only look at charts and, oh, this looks good, there is no preparation, there is no confidence, you don't know if it has worked in the past. And if you don't have confidence, of course you will have doubts. Like if you enter a trade and you don't even know if it provides you with any edge in the long run, of course you will have doubts. Of course you will find ways to make mistakes. But if you tested your strategy over years and years and years of data, thousands of trades over and over and over again, that's preparation. That's putting in the reps. That's finding out if what you're doing has worked in the past. And then if you know that it has worked over the past 10 years through different market cycles, COVID, all types of uncertainty, and your strategy still provides you with returns, that gives you so much confidence. And that's why I think gathering some statistics, journaling, backtesting is really important, because it all builds confidence in your ability and it helps you to stick to your plan after those 5 losers, which everyone will be getting at some point in their career. All right, hopefully that point is clear, because this brings me to the actual point of the presentation, basically how to trade for a living. So you now know how to win in trading. You need to know what mindset you need and how to build it. But now how to trade for a living. Like I said at the beginning, have a profitable trading edge, execute without mistakes. Build a profitable trading record for your own money for at least 6 months, because that tells you that what you're doing has worked in the past. If you tested it, it works in a live market, and you can execute it without mistakes. And those are the things you need to trade for a living. Then it's a matter of scaling up your capital. And there are basically a few ways you can do it. Scale up with your own money. That's probably like the least amount of stress that you will be getting, because it's just your own money. You don't have responsibilities for investors, prop firms, etc. But I also know that most people don't have the amount of money to trade full time. So prop firms can be a good option there. However, make sure again that you research the prop firm. It has to have a good reputation and it has to fit with your trading. I'm a swing trader, so most prop firms don't fit with my style. I hold over the weekend, I hold overnight. So really know the rules that you're applying for, see if it fits with you, and actually build a risk plan before applying to a prop firm. And the next thing is don't focus too much on a challenge or a verification. Most people that pass the challenge or verification lose the account within 2 months. And that's because they're not profitable in the long run. And that's why I say, first prove to yourself that you're profitable, then apply for funding, scaling up, whatever it is, but be profitable first, guys, because otherwise you're just giving your fees to the prop firm. And of course, they will be happy with it, but you won't. Third point is investors. Trading for private investors, people that you probably know or something like that, could be a good option, but it gives you also, it comes with a lot of responsibility. So you really, really should be very confident in what you do, and like have a track record, because people don't invest in you because you say, I trade like this or I trade like that. People care about results. People care about communication and trust, and that's what you need to provide if you want to go to that route. Be aware that in every country there are regulations and laws about taking money from people and trade with their capital. So if you go on that path, please know the rules and follow the rules. Otherwise, you might be getting into some trouble. Now, you can do a combination. I actually do a combination. So I'm scaling up with my own funds in my own accounts. I trade for a prop firm and I work for multiple investors. It's up to you which path fits with you, but these are usually the options, or you can get into really a trading firm or anything like it. Just explore what fits with you. Bottom line is you need to be profitable. You need to have a track record. You need to have confidence in what you do. You need to be trustworthy. And you need to have a lot of data about what you're doing actually can hold up in the future as well. Action steps. Without taking action, watching this video was completely useless. So we need to take action. Now, what are the steps? Step number 1, ask yourself, are you profitable? Yes or no? If not, is it you or your strategy? Figure it out. Sit with yourself. Don't look at the charts. Ask yourself this question and find the answers, because that's where the growth is. Are you profitable? Build a track record. Why? To prove to yourself that you're a long-term profitable trader, to potentially get money from investors, and to just grow your trading and grow confidence in what you do. Scale up funds as you're profitable. Like I said, multiple ways to do it. But the point is, if you really are profitable, you should be scaling up because you have an edge and you need to be betting on that edge to make more money. Get an income from trading while still compounding. This is really important. You want to pay yourself, like if you make 10K in a month with trading, you don't want to withdraw the 10K and spend it on shit, basically. You also want to compound, because if you compound, you can take less risks in the future for the same amount of income that you make. Or if you want to really grow, you keep the risk the same, but it allows you to build up your account more. So what I do is I just pay myself the money I need. The rest stays in the account so I can compound it. So these are the steps to take. Really take a look at which step you are right now and what you should be doing next. This was today's video. Now, before I end this session, and I really hope you guys learned a lot and you know what to do, quickly want to talk about a Discord community I created. Of course, it's completely free. And you have the ability to ask questions in there to me, as I'm in there every day, but also all the serious traders, and just have a chat with people that are actually serious about this, know what to do, etc. I also provide analysis, and other people can do as well. And I share some exclusive trading content for people to become better traders. This is the link. I will also put it down in the comment section with my YouTube account, so you can join there. And even if you have questions about this video, comment down below or ask them in the Discord, whatever it is, guys. Take action now. I've given you so much information in this session. You need to take action with it. Otherwise, you will be the same type of trader next week, next month, next year, without doing anything to improve. Good luck with the improvements. Thank you for watching, and maybe till next time.
Hey folks, ever wonder what broker I use? Well, I use Hanko Trade. It was a no-brainer because I was looking for a broker with good trading conditions and one that wouldn't restrict my leverage. Now, by joining Hanko Trade, I've also cut down my trading costs significantly with their super low commission of just $1 per 100k. You can learn more at hankotrade.com or just click the link I've put in the description. Well, there you have it, folks. That was an epic breakdown of what it does take to become a professional trader. Probably some home truths in there for yourselves to go back and have a look at and say, are you really doing this stuff? Have you put enough effort into what you're supposed to be doing to become a profitable trader? And also thinking about some of those things around like the losing streaks and all that sort of stuff. Fantastic bits of advice in there. Now, if gathering some of that data is going to be a struggle for you, you just haven't got the time, you want to do it in a more efficient way, then I have got my Robot Builders Club, which can help with that. It can help you go through a lot of the price data, the historical price data in record speeds. You build whatever you can dream up in terms of either an edge or a full-on strategy to get that data. There's no coding required. I teach you how to do it very, very quickly so you can go through and find out, when that candle is going to break the other candle, when the moving average is crossed over, whatever it is you're looking to try and find out to establish that edge, then the Robot Builders Club can be the tool to help you. So folks, I am running a Christmas special offer this week. So if you are hanging around this Christmas period with a bit of time and you want to learn this new skill, then what I recommend is going to tradingnut.com, hunting around for the robot link at the top of the page, and then check out Robot Builders Club where you'll find out about that special offer this Christmas period. Would love to see some of you folks on board. And on that note, guys, girls, have a great Christmas with friends and family, and we'll see you in the next episode.